Sex in the City. The book and the show is out with a new book. It's called Is There Still Sex in the City? And it's set between the Upper East Side of Manhattan and a country spot known as The Village. It's filled with Candace Bushnell's signature sharp satirical commentaries on the love and dating habits, this time of middle-aged men and women. Candace joins us live via satellite to talk about the book with us. Candace, welcome. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, first of all, I cannot believe it's been 20 years since the first one. And its frank take on sex and dating was really a first. It was a social phenomenon. Is the new book a sequel to the first one?
It actually isn't. It has different characters, a whole new set of characters. But it's similar to the first book in the sense that I was really inspired by what looked like a new passage in women's lives and actually uncharted territory. You know, most of us, you know, when you're younger, you think about what your life is going to look like maybe up to about age 50, and then it kind of stops. Nobody thinks of what their life will look like, you know, in their 50s and 60s. And I found that a lot of women ended up in situations where their 50s did not look at all like they imagined that they would. And in a sense, it's like, what happens if the happily ever after doesn't work out? So it's really about this new passage in women's lives going through their 50s, and I call it the new middle age.
You actually coined this term middle-age madness, and you talk about how middle age can be a time of great upheaval in women's lives. Is that something you've seen yourself with friends and family members? Where did you observe some of this?
Well, it's actually something that I experienced myself. You know, when I entered my 50s, I was really thinking I've got it all together. You know, I'm married, my career's going great guns. I ended up getting divorced at 53, and suddenly it was like I became invisible. I could not get a mortgage on my apartment, and a whole bunch of other odd things happened. And so that's actually part of this. It's part of, you know, the realization that the way that society values women over the age of 50, it doesn't really apply. So we have to really find, you know, new meanings for ourselves.
Yeah, and I know that you tackle youthfulness and some of the pressures that women face as we get older, but what do you hope that women reading this book take away from it, Candace?
Well, I really hope that they're going to feel like this is a passage that the book helps them get through this particular passage. You know, the way so many women have come up to me with Sex in the City and said it helped them get over that bumpy passage. I think it's the same thing with Is There Still Sex in the City? And it's going to be a TV series as well, which I've actually started working on. So I'm very excited.
I can't wait to read the book, and I will definitely watch the series too. Candace, it was so nice to talk to you today. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And we'd also like to thank Grove Atlantic for providing the satellite time.